Yes. Hey, King. Hey, Queen. Hey. Let me give it a little bit more minutes, a little bit more time. And thank y'all for bearing with me, because y'all know, anybody new know that I haven't been on here in a while, so this is like my introduction to y'all. Hey, Queen. Thank you for coming back, Queen. Thank you. Hey, King. I'm not going to say I'm trying to do. I am doing more lives. That is facts. I had to get myself in a position where I could give you all of me. I love y'all. I love you so much. Hey, Queen. Thank you for coming back. So I want to say thank you to those who were on a previous live. Thank you to those who are in here now. Thank you to those that are healing. Thank you to those that are focused. Thank you to those that are disciplined. Thank you to those who are creative. Thank you to those who are learning and understanding to overstand who you are. Thank you. You're needed. I cannot say this enough. You're needed. Oh, girl, of course. Okay, because that don't do nothing. You know what I mean? Like, thank you for that. She said, thank you for accepting me for being homosexual. Listen, you're more than welcome. It's not about that. You know, I'm here to help you be you. I'm here to help you be the best you. I'm here to help you figure out who you are, to be honest, because I didn't know who I was. And the whole time I actually did know who I was, but I was afraid to walk in that truth. My truth is here. Y'all watching me in my life of a truth. So all of the things that it took for me to get here are all of the things that I'm called to share with you in so many different ways. So a lot of the times I'm going to be doing, my lives will be at nighttime. For those who are not familiar, I have a 9-year-old son. So I was trying to think of what could I do to be more available for you without being distracted, without being interrupted, being able to really focus and deliver. And nighttime is going to be my thing. So I'm letting y'all know now, if you want, you can definitely DM me like a time zone or maybe a better time where you're up. If you're going to tune in, topics that you would like to talk about, topics that you want me to talk about, because I understand that everyone is not as open and transparent or willing to be as open and transparent as many others. That's not an issue for me. I understand and understand and overstand all different walks of the path. You see what I'm saying? That means I understand people who are stuck, not even understanding or even knowing what their inner child wounds are. I understand and overstand people who are in their shadow, stuck self. They just stuck. You just don't even know where you stuck, how you stuck, but you just stuck. I'm here for people who are not stuck necessarily in their shadow self or their inner child, but they're stuck in their higher self. I'm here for all of the above. I'm here to help you become unstuck and walk in your purpose. So one of the things that I wanted to talk about, we actually already touched topics on, thank you, boo. We actually already touched topics on this on the previous live. So I want to also, again, thank you for those who did the other live, who were on me on the other live. I know, unfortunately, that many people are, if I'm looking down, y'all, I'm taking notes. I took a lot of notes on this because I was nervous even getting on here. I didn't want to get on here tonight, but I'm like, I got to walk in my truth. I got to stop, pretending that I ain't ready for this. I'm ready for this. Like, I was born ready. So if I'm looking down, I'm either looking at the comments or I'm looking at my tablet or my notes. And one of the things I wanted to talk about and let you understand that I understand and I know where a lot of people are is the fact that they're cracking down on these vaccines. They're cracking down on people making people feel like they have to get the vaccine. They making people feel like, and what does that mean? They're making people feel like they have to, in order to keep their job, in order to sustain a different type of living, there's no other choice. That's not true. Hey, Queen, that's just not true. I'm here to remind you, because you already know. Everything I say here is a reminder, because y'all already know. Your spirit know. Your soul know. Like I said, my podcast is Born to Soul. My name is Real Queen Reflections, or my name is Toni Real. But my handle is Real Queen Reflections because I am here to be a reflection to you. I am here to allow you to pour into me so I can pour back into you. I am here to be a reflection of what you might already be experiencing or what you might have already been through. But I'm here to reflect back to you only the positivity that I see in you. I don't have no, you already know your shadows, your negative, your demon. You know that stuff already. But I'm here to be able to listen to those things and help you discern between who you are and who you felt like you was forced to become. You see what I'm saying? There's a difference. When we go through pain, I had to turn my music down some, y'all. That's not true. Anti-vaccine, so yeah. I believe that everybody has the right to make the decisions that they feel best for themselves. My personal perception or perspective of the whole vaccine, me personally, is it's a placebo effect. I'm not saying that it's not real, because I know people that have had experiences with it where it was very real for them. You understand what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I'm talking about the mentality of it all. It's about that. I have been sick, for those who may be new to my page, may not have ever seen me before now. 2018, I was diagnosed with a brain tumor. I was diagnosed with fibromyalgia, which is a illness that directly affects all of my muscles, all of my joints, all of my nerves. The doctor damn near told me I was going to die, and he couldn't help me. I couldn't go to the bathroom. I couldn't do nothing. I was turning into a vegetable by the day. And at the time, my son was only 2. And I think I was in my early 20s. So I'm like, I ain't trying to go out like this. So I'm sharing myself with you. And I have shared myself with you because for whatever reason, well, we know the reason, the Most High. Like, God was already telling me that I was moving through life for a reason. And I didn't know what that reason was, but I was already told that it was much bigger than me. This is what I had manifested when I didn't even believe that this was possible. But I knew I had to walk in my truth. So I say all of these things to say I was sick, right? I was confused. I was unhealed, to be honest. I was like playing the fence of denial. I kind of was identifying what my pain was. And it wasn't until my life started coming crashing down, which a lot of you might feel like it's happening to you right now. That is why I felt like I had to be on here. I don't know why I'm here. It's not my business to see why I'm here. I'm here to just be here. That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to get everyone to see you got to be present. The spirit will take you and show you what you need to be doing, but you just have to be present. So I say all of those things because I healed myself. I helped myself. I quit my job. Okay, I'm not telling y'all what to do. But in 2018, before COVID, before all this stuff was even happening, my life wasn't right. My life felt like shit. My life felt like it was in shambles. I was unhappy. I was not in peace. I was suffering with silence. And I didn't even know why. I didn't even have no understanding of what my emotions was. I was emotional as fuck, but I didn't even know what they were. I didn't know where they were connected to. I didn't know my who's. It was so much going on in my life at that time that I just wanted to die. It was at that point in my life where I actually understood why people committed suicide and why people killed their kids and killed their family and went and lost their goddamn mind. Because, well, honestly, that's exactly what that is. But it was something holding me here, yo. And I know I probably saying, oh, you know, but I'm just being honest with y'all. It was something holding me here. And I was thinking to myself, if I feel this way, it's billions of people in this world. I cannot be alone, yo. I cannot be alone in what I'm feeling. And it was that little fire inside of me that was like, you know what? You're right. Let me work on this and see what this is. And that's why I'm here, to even give you a even better summary. But I didn't even know that I was supposed to walk this path until I almost lost my life in 2019. I went from being suicidal to my life being threatened by the same man that I chose to have a baby with. Literally with a gun. He came to my house with a gun. And y'all probably heard that story. For some, they heard that story for the first time. For some, they've heard that story more than one time because they followed up with my stuff. And I appreciate y'all. I love y'all for supporting me and holding me down through this process, knowing that I will come eventually. I love y'all for that. I got real mad love for y'all. Like, my heart goes out to y'all because there was so many people who was trying to keep me down versus lifting me up. And now I'm here to lift y'all up through these dark ass times that y'all in. So when my son's father came to the house with a gun, I was scared for my life. I'm like, this is some bullshit. But I wanted to fight. I wanted to fight what? A gun? No. The only thing that stopped me from not dying was me not opening that door. And I want you to look at your life and think about what's on the other side of that door that you don't need to open. What is on the other side of the door that you don't need to open? Because for me, he represented my past. He was a summary of my past. He was a summary of my pain. He was a summary of all of the things that I no longer wanted to be in my life. I wanted to be at peace. I wanted to be happy. Even if that meant that I had to walk away from the father of my child to do so, that's what I did. Even if that meant, and I used to work for the government, y'all. And that's not, I don't share these things to brag. I don't. I'm here to tell you how real my life was at that moment. I used to work for the government. I'm talking about benefits. I was getting, close to 50 grand a year, which ain't shit now if you really think about it. But at the time, this 2018, I think I had my son in 2012, actually. So at the time, that was bread. Like, what? I was able to get a house with that job. I bought my first house. I was able to buy my first car, brand new car off the lot. Guess what? I had to sell that car. I had to sell that house. I had to quit that job. So at that time, I'm like, what the fuck is it all? What was it all for? What was the point? What was the point of it all? I had did so hard to climb to the top of that mountain, and it was like, for what though? I was about to die. I was sick. I had a tumor. I had fibromyalgia. Like, what the hell is that? Everything hurts. And I had a baby with no father and no support around me. I'm here alone with me. It's just me and my son. I don't have no family. I've been with no contact. Everything I'm telling y'all is present day reality for me. But I walked away from this shit almost 3 years now at this point. Don't give up. Don't give up. Don't stop going. Do not be afraid to make decisions that you can't see the outcome of. Because I knew I was supposed to be here. You're not supposed to not be here. Whether you want to look at that as in this live right now, on my page, in this world, and it don't matter. You're not supposed to be here. So you have to ask yourself, what am I here for? That's what I was like. What am I here for? Why are you keeping me here? And it wasn't until my life was starting that I was like, all right, wait a minute. Like, can we talk about this? Like, I know what I said, but I've been thinking, and I'm not really that mad no more. So, like, can I stay here? You know what I mean? Like, I wanted my life back. And that day that he came to my house, I literally walked out my house that day, and I said, I don't care if I'm homeless. I don't care if I got to sleep in my car. And guess what? I had to do a lot of these things. I had to Airbnb hop with my baby. I was dropping my son off to school. We ain't even had nowhere to sleep at night. And I'm hustling, doing Uber, doing Lyft, doing DoorDash, real shit. I'm talking about with the same fibromyalgia, with the same tumor, trying to hustle up $130 so we can have somewhere to sleep at night. So when I say I'm here and I understand y'all, please respect me and understand that I overstand, okay? Because I'm here to help y'all. I'm not here to judge y'all. I'm here to help you be you. Because this world need you to be you. That's quite honestly the biggest of it all. But I'm going to stop. I'm going to keep talking until I feel the need to stop. I'm going to check these comments real fast. The main reason I don't trust the vaccine is the whole pandemic has been politicized and turned into a tool to achieve political goals. This is especially true for the vaccine. Exactly. And that's a good enough reason. The same thing I was telling Pink. Like, we have to realize that we don't owe nobody no explanation. Thank you for that, King. But we don't owe nobody no explanation. You see what I'm saying? You don't have to tell nobody why you want to make a decision for yourself. You know where that come from, right? This come from a lot of the traumas that we've had in the past that we felt like we didn't have choices over. This come from a lot of decisions that were made for us without giving us the opportunity to say what we wanted to do. I'll give you another example. A lot of people may not know, but maybe know it. And I'm a trigger warning, y'all. That's just facts. We are here to heal. And in order to heal, you have to be triggered. I'm here to show you that those triggers, when they're not done to provoke you or insult you or harm you, they actually are there to help you. So I share my life with you so you can understand what living in your truth really look like and sound like. So for those who may not know or may be new to the page, again, welcome, thank you. Stay up and stay out the way. What that means, I say that all the time. Stay up means keep your vibration up. Keep your vibration high. Do not drop your vibration for this world, yo. Let that 3D world be that 3D world. If you know what choices you are going to make, you know what choices you are going to make. Don't allow the world to throw you off or second guess your intuition. Because quite honestly, when you have that sharp knowing, that's your intuition. So don't let this world take you away from what you already know to be true. Damn, I almost lost my train of thought. That's what I was going to say. So in turn, people get cornered by fear. Exactly. Fear mongering. That's all it is. It's always about fear. This is all about fear. To me, the Matrix is literally just that. The Matrix is simply like just based on fear. Y'all got to excuse my hair, because I'm still figuring out this natural thing, okay? Because I'm probably going to be still trying to figure it out, y'all, but, you know, bear with me. But yeah, this is all about fear, and that's why I wanted to pull up these. For those who are trying to figure out what to do with their job, remember, jobs is just over broke, like they said. And then you have to think about what's your worth? How do you see yourself? It don't necessarily have to be now, because at the time I couldn't see myself. I couldn't see further than my reality, but I had to. So I'm asking you to do the same thing. See further than this moment. And like I was telling the queen on the other live, imagine if this was already over. Whatever that means, right? They've been saying this has been the end of times for forever. Let's just say that these damn sure look like the end of times. You want to say that? Like, it definitely do look like the end of times. I'm not disagreeing with that. But let's just say that it has ended. Who are you? Who are you? After you cry all your tears, after we've lost the people that we didn't want to lose, whether that be in the physical world or in the spiritual world. Because I feel like a lot of people are still going to be physically right in the same damn world with you, like I am with my family and the people from my past, but we don't coexist together. Because we weren't being called in the same direction. And that's one thing I definitely want to say, since I'm already on here. I didn't intend for this to even happen. So y'all definitely got to bear with me. But thank you for sticking with me and understanding that, again, trauma interferes with your ability to express yourself. I'm a trauma bomb. Like I have said all the time, my whole life was based on nothing but pain, to the point where I couldn't even imagine life without pain. So thank you for bearing with me through this whole process. But one of the things I want to also add to all of everything else that I'm saying, do not get upset with someone else for not hearing your calling. I'm going to say it again. Do not get upset with someone else because they did not hear your calling. They're not supposed to hear what you hear. Whatever you hear is for you. Whatever you see is for you. You might be on this live like, you know what? Look, I like this joint. I want to send it to... No. Whoever need to be here is supposed to be here. Whoever going to watch the replay was supposed to watch. Everything happens for a reason. Stop worrying. Stop worrying about people. I know that's kind of hard, because my heart getting heavy as I'm saying it. But the journey, like she just said, the journey is for you alone. You got to stop worrying about people who don't even know what they want to do or why they want to do it. You understand what I'm saying? This journey of healing is for you. What do it say? Self-healing coach. I'm here to coach you into healing yourself. I've healed myself from all of those same things that I told y'all that they diagnosed me with and told me I wasn't going to be shit on the stick. I have healed myself from all of that stuff. We are here to rebuild a world that's based off of the pain, that's based off of the wisdom that we learned from our pain. We got to come up out of our pain to actually be able to see what we've learned from it. And then the things that we learned from our pain are actually the building blocks for the future. When we know what we don't like, when we know where we already come from, we know where we're going. These are the tools that we need, not necessarily for those, it's not for the sleep. And I mean that respectfully. The sleep meaning motherfuckers that's sleepy, creepy, whatever you want to call it. Like, them people, you ain't gonna be able to do shit with them. You got to accept that. You have to accept that. The best thing that you can do is be you. Make decisions for you. Know your reasoning for making those decisions, and continue to stand in that truth unapologetically. I'm all over the place, but I'm definitely gonna save this live so y'all can be able to come back and whatever. For those who don't know what to do about your jobs, you have to really, like I said, you got to go back and think about what your worth is. Think about all of the things that you've already done in your life. A job, to me, is like a manifested version of your skills and what you're already capable of doing. When we go and pick jobs, we normally pick jobs that's like closest to what we want to do. So you need to go back and look at all of the things that you already went through, all of the places that you've already gone, and ask yourself, what about this is me? What is that? Where's the me in all of this? I hope I'm making sense to y'all. Where's the common denominator in this me? Peace, King. is me. Where is you? What are your skills? What are your talents? What are your gifts? You're being called. That is why you're so frustrated. That is why we're so afraid. I can't wait to go there. I'm about to go down this list with y'all. I want to say that you have exemptions, right? Religious exemption. And what is the other one? Y'all got, look, I'm black and we don't be knowing how to speak all these English words. I want to make sure, I don't even know how to say this other word. But I think it's, hold on. I was supposed to be looking up this before I did the live with y'all so I could see how to say it. I filled the form out already, but I ain't had to pronounce it. So hold on, y'all, because I want to tell y'all what form. So while I'm looking this up, if you need to get a pen and some paper, please do, because a lot of the times when I talk, it's stuff that I go back and listen to and take a bunch of notes on myself. Because like I said, when we speak when we speak from a high place, we speaking with spirit. So I'm speaking to y'all and to myself at the same time, if that makes sense, in so many different ways. No major. What is the other form? Okay, I found it, y'all. So you got the religious form. The religious form is, I actually posted this on my page too. She said spell it, right? Hold on. I want them to say it. I'm gonna put it down here. That's what I was actually supposed to be doing in the beginning. Thank you, boo. Religious and I think it's philosophical. I'm probably did all that and then said the shit right? Ain't that funny? But religious and philosophical. That's how I'm gonna say it. Exemption. I'm typing it, y'all. Exemption. Yeah, exemption form. All right, I'm gonna type this. Thank you. Let me see if I can pin it. Cause there was at the top of my list. I don't know how to pin this shit. I'm gonna get better with these lives too. Just bear with me, y'all. Oh, wait, then popped up. Pin comment. All right. Google that. Figure out what state you. Well, you already know what state you in. I think I did post a map. I'm gonna repost it again so y'all can see. But if you Google it, you'll be able to see which states even allow these forms. Because some states is so far down the daggone rabbit hole that they ain't even trying to let you do this exemption. But the good news is majority of the states actually do allow you to have this form and have this religious. And I think it's look, I can't even say I can't even say it now. I can't even pronounce it. But a lot of these states allow you to have these forms, and you literally have this form saying, well, due to my religion. What does that word mean again? Hold on, y'all. Because that's what I was supposed to be looking at. I'm going to tell you what the meaning of it is. That's why I wasn't working. I had it on news. Yeah, so it's pretty much like your belief system. Your belief system is what you need to say is that's your explanation right there. These forms that I pinned in the chat, or I'm in PA, Queen. Thank you for that. The forms that I put, it didn't pin. Hold on, y'all. Pin comment. It ain't pin. It didn't pin. But those forms will actually I'm not gonna say stand behind that form like in real life, like say, oh, I got this paper, but mentally take in what that form means to you, right? Hey, oh hey boo. Take in what that form means to you and learn how to stand in the truth of what that form represents, right? Because moving forward, you're going to have to be that spiritually grounded. Your religion, it ain't got to be Christian. It ain't got to be that. You ain't even got to say none of these things except for present the form. And that's it. You ain't got to explain nothing on the form. The form's title explains itself. You understand what I'm saying? So you have to to submit these things and stand behind them. And when it comes down to the vaccine, because that's what we're talking about right now, in terms of the vaccine, you have to remember that if you take this vaccine, right, and anything do go wrong, you need to be asking your job, who responsible? This is why I say it's time to stand up. That's how I knew it was time for me to quit. Because when I started standing up to this government that was treating me like a nigga, to say the least, they didn't look at me as, I was thick then, and they didn't look at me as nothing but body, booty, and fucking dark skin. They was getting on their nerves, and they wanted to control, and they were very racist and sexist and some more shit, right? And I was sick at that. So I was actually getting discriminated in ways that I couldn't even explain at that time. When I say the devil was there in flesh trying to get me, y'all, that's why I'm telling y'all got to not be, no problem. Y'all got to not be afraid to stand up. I'm gonna post in this other video about standing up tomorrow. Check out my YouTube page. There's a video on there that's called, it's the very last video I posted, called God and Goddesses is Inside of You. Go look at that video. More power to you, Queen. Go look at that video and understand who you are, so you can overstand whatever situation you're in. I do not know what situation that y'all in, but I'm telling you to use these forms to your advantage, for not just you, but for your children as well when they come down to schools. I wasn't about this. I'm sorry, because I'm like, Spirit tell me what to say, and I'm just like, I didn't even think I was going to talk about this, but hey, I'm here. So when it come down to your kids, right? A lot of this world, when they say the world is an illusion, it's because it is, but it's very real, right? It's a very real manifested illusion. That's why I was like, what you mean the world is an illusion? So what that means, and this is heavy. I don't know how many of y'all in here got kids, but my heart is tight, y'all. And like I said, I'm an empath, I'm an intuitive. I can feel energy. And that was a lot for me to process within myself. So bear with me as I breathe through getting this out. Like I said, if I got to come back and get on back on, I will. If you got to come back and watch this later, again, fine. We doing all this for our babies. Do not forget that. Whether you have kids or not, you are needed for the future generation of children. It's not about if you have kids or not. It's about your intellect. It's about your understanding. It's about your creativity. It's about what you bring. It's about your purpose. It's about your passion. The next generation, honestly, might not even have no parents. So when it comes down to this illusion and how things are set up, everything wants us to believe that we do not have a choice. And I am here to tell y'all it is a lie. Just like these religious and philosophical, I think. Philosophical forms is reminding you that your spirituality, because it ain't saying that. Peep game. When you look at the definitions of what they represent, it don't say necessarily your spirituality. But like I told y'all in the beginning, either this live or the other live that I did, your spirituality is the rituals that you do to keep your spirit grounded and moving forward. So nobody needs to know what your religion is, because that's what you do religiously. Your spirituality is what you're supposed to do religiously. You see what I'm saying? Religion keeps you distracted from your spirituality. Your spirituality can't necessarily be something that we all doing the same exact thing, because we're all different. Like I said, the things that I do to keep me grounded, people don't do to keep them grounded. People do the exact opposite, or people maybe do one of those things or two of those things. But for me, the baths really keep me grounded. Water. And that video will also touch topic on a lot of the things that are really deeper to talk about if I don't cover it here. But think about the 4 elements of the world, of God, of spirit. Water, fire, air, earth. Water, fire, air, earth. Those are your 4 elements to find in yourself. So each one of those things need to be implemented with your spirit, so your spirit can be reminded on this growth, if that makes sense. So when it comes down to our babies, right? The same way they try to control us in our jobs, they know that if they make our jobs very, 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 very super, super duper important, that we will sacrifice our children. And that's just, I'm gonna just be honest with y'all. Because think about why you send your kids to school before I finish off what I'm going to say. We send our kids to school because you got to go to work. You really think about it. If you didn't have no job, Would you really want to still send your kids to school? What's happening in those schools? Do you even know? I seen a video where this lady was like, let me go to the school, because that spirit was saying, go to the school. She went to the school to come to find out that they had installed a whole new reflection room, which is crazy, right? They installed the reflection room. The shit looked like a jail cell. It wasn't no bed in there. It wasn't no chair in there. And the door had like this much of a damn peephole in the shit. The only thing that I could see them sending the kid in there with, to top it off, would be a straight jacket. So I say these things to you because you have to think about these things. When I made all of the decisions that I made them honestly for my son first, because I wasn't strong enough at that time to make them decisions for myself. But I knew I wasn't strong enough to be able to look my son in his face, knowing goddamn well that I had a choice to make and I didn't make it. Why? Because my own trauma. I felt like my mom and my dad didn't sacrifice themselves, but they sacrificed me. You understand what I'm saying? So when it came down to me making better decisions, I had to make better decisions for my child and the children that I may have, or the children that I may counsel, or whatever the case may be. I say all of these things to say, you do not have to send your children to school. The same way you do not have to have a job to get money. There are billions of people in this world. I stopped the queen, God's willing, I stopped this queen earlier from quitting her entrepreneurial job. No, no, this is not the time to give up. Fuck no, this is not the time to give up. If you don't take nothing else from all of the stuff that I said, just know this is not the time to give up. Are your kids being educated the way that you feel like they should? Is there things that you found out now that you didn't know when you were a child? Why are you afraid to homeschool your children? You do not have to send your children to school. You do not have to go back to that job. You don't. I sent the email to the school district of the city that my stuff was connected to. I'm gonna read your comments in a second too. I sent the picture. I sent the information, the forms that I needed to send, and it's called private tutoring. If you are interested in homeschooling, look up in your state, because it was hard as hell to find in mine. But look up in your state. What was the form? Private tutoring, right? I'm gonna tell you about this homeschool stuff. You have two ways that you can homeschool, right? They only going to show you one. The other one you're going to have to find, and it will be underneath private tutoring. Because you will be the supervisor of your own homeschool. So it's going to say supervisor and all that, but it's you. It's pretty much like you taking an oath saying that you're responsible for the education of your child. But think about that. That's good. Because these niggas ain't doing nothing with our babies. I watched my son on virtual school, and I damn near wanted to throw the computer, listening to the bullshit that I had to hear, that they was trying to force my son to even understand. The PSSAs, they say that they have to take those PSSAs, and that's another thing people think about. How I'm going to do this and how I'm going to do that. See, you got to get your mind out of that. That's their system. We coming out of that system, y'all, whether we like it or not. Because they're going to make you get a vaccine to stay in a system. So that's your choice right there. If you say, I don't want to get a vaccine, I don't want to do this, you have to accept that that world won't exist for you no more. And be okay with that shit. I don't care. I like nature. You know what I mean? Certain stuff that I'm just not really turned on to no more. So it's not a loss. The biggest loss would be me being able to try to explain to my son later why the world is what it is. And then as if I didn't know. So that's what I was saying. It's not hard to homeschool. You want to look up private tutoring. Private tutoring will have them off your back. Private tutoring, you ain't got to say nothing. I pushed the button. I sent her the forms that I knew I needed to send, which was the private tutoring form. And you can get this stuff online. If anybody need more assistance with this, send me a DM so I can better assist you, right? Because I don't know if I'm going to be able to touch everything. I'm really trying to touch a lot of the topics that I need to touch right now. The private tutoring prevents you from having to constantly report to them what you're doing with your child. That's what they don't want you to know. They want you to think homeschool mean online classes, K-12. See, when you go charter school online, public school online, when you go to them, you still in a system because they still get the monitor to you and so on and so forth. If you do private tutoring, you don't got to tell them shit. You can do private tutoring and actually still use those same online programs, but you ain't got to constantly report it to them what you're doing with your child quarter by quarter by quarter. You ain't got to do that. I ain't even got, according to their system, I ain't got to hit them up until next year. But people that I know who've been homeschooling for a while, they haven't even resubmitted their exemption forms or homeschool paperwork, and they ain't even been bothered. So what I'm trying to get y'all to understand is when you remove yourself from that system, you no longer become, I was about to say you no longer become a threat, but I think that's okay to say. You're no longer a threat to them. Well, you're actually a bigger threat to them, to be honest. But you're no longer who they're after, right? If you pay attention to these vaccines and all of these things that they're doing, they're targeting, because a lot of people already know what they're going to do. So you have to ask yourself, which one are you? And then if you know what you're not, you have to follow the path that matches what you're not. If you're not going to get this shot, you have to open up your mind and figure out how can you create from a place within. Get some seeds, prepare. I'm gonna go over my notes as well. Hold on, let me check these comments, y'all. Because I don't want to ignore y'all like y'all not in here. More power to you. Yes, yes, yes. Because we're all energy. Exactly. The world is within. The world within is the world without. It's our perception, good or bad, which is illusion. Exactly, Queen. The schools are completely out of line. Exactly. Government run schools aren't educating. Exactly. That's why I pulled my son out. I was like, it's a no for me. It's a no. Parents don't want to put the effort. Because they scared. Because they scared. Because they scared, King. Because they scared. And I'm not saying that to play nobody. You have the right to be afraid. I'm not your average healer. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not going to call you dumb. I'm not going to call you stupid. I'm not going to call you lazy. See, those are the people that y'all got to delete from your timeline. With all due respect. I don't give a shit who it fit. Okay? You have to delete all toxicity from your timeline. Because I'm not even going to tell you to delete social media. I like social media. I know how to monitor and discern pick the pages that actually feed my soul. So that's why I said it's two worlds existing at one time. At one time. You got to decide what timeline you're on. So like he said, parents don't want to put forth the effort. Y'all got to get out of that. Your kids going to hate you later, mama. Your kids going to hate you later, papa, daddy. Like, you don't want that shit. I don't even talk to my parents. I'm 30 years old. I have a 9-year-old son. They have not seen my son in 3 years. They have not seen me in 3 years. I have no desire to reconnect with my family because that's how much peace I have. I have no desire to reconnect with anybody from my past, to be honest, because they couldn't see me. They couldn't see me where I wasn't able to see myself. If they can see me now, then we can talk. But if they can't accept me as this, then we have nothing to talk about. You have to get that energy in you. You have to ask yourself, if y'all talk so much shit about these teachers, why do you think that teacher is better than you? That's why I said, see the flip side of the toxic shit, right? If it's so toxic, show me how you're better. Don't tell me shit. Don't tell you shit. Show you how you better. Bust that move. Take that chance. Take that leap of faith, y'all. I wrote faith over fear on my wall before my life even came crashing down. I'm like, why am I writing that? Little did I know I needed more faith than I had fear. I'm telling y'all the same thing. You have to have more faith than you do fear when it comes down to these jobs, when it comes down to this life that you think gonna come crashing down. Let that shit crash. If it's coming down, y'all, it got to come down. It's really like playing Jenga. You play Jenga and it's like, all right, when you pull that wrong thing out, it's a wreck, right? So why would this be different? This is no different. All of the things that you went through, all of the things that you've gone through have prepared you for this moment. It's no other way to look at it. You've already been prepared, but now you have to prepare, if that makes sense. You have to turn off that survival mode of, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, what am I going to do? And calm your ass down so you can focus and hear the answers. Because the questions is going out into the universe. They're going out into the universe. And then guess what? The answers is coming. But if you unfocus, if your shit is cloggy and foggy, guess what? You're not going to hear your message. And then you're going to be trying to figure out people leaving you. Why people passing you. Why she know her calling. Why she know her purpose. Why she doing this. Why she got followers. Why he making money. Why he got a new bitch? You focused on the wrong shit. They got those things because they wasn't focused on what somebody else had or what somebody else didn't have. You got to see, what do you want? What do you want? And take this time now to focus on what you want so you can create it. He said I was homeschooled. My parents value me enough to put forth the effort to homeschool me. Exactly. And he don't hear with us. This is what I'm saying right here. You got to see how you see your own kids. You need to be able to see your kids further than you see yourself. We have to do the same things now that our ancestors did for us. We wouldn't even be here as black people in particular, because I know I got white followers too. But it don't even matter. Like, our ancestors paved the way in so many ways. A lot of them toxic, a lot of them not healthy, a lot of them unconscious, a lot of these things racist, all that shit we already know, right? What do we do now? Where do we find our strength in the now? Because this is the other gig about it. I was trying to touch topic as well. They've already separated us. Not longer, all that other stuff is the personal aspects of it all, right? But we've been actually separated by who will comply and who won't. That's what we've been separated by. Who will comply and who will not. So you have to be honest about what side you on. You see, I keep saying the same shit, right? Because you got to figure out what side of this shit you on. When you figure out, thank you for the heart, y'all. Because I know y'all in here and I know I'm talking. But if you with me, please let me know that you with me, because I appreciate that. But you have to understand what side you on so you know what path you taking. What path are you taking? For me, I'm taking the path of the less traveled. That's facts. I've been doing it already, and I love doing it, to be honest. It's so much more peaceful, y'all. I can't make this shit up. I can't make it up. That's why I want to be able to show you through my manifested self. That's why I give you my pain. I show you my power so you can see you. This ain't about me. This is about you. Y'all see how many people that drop in the comments how long you been following me, yo? Have I asked anybody for $1? Have I asked anybody for anything? No. People been coming at me. You dumb as shit. You could have been a millionaire. You could have da-da-da-da-da. You need to be charging. For what? Games should be for free. Y'all know the hardest part of this shit is doing it. You could tell somebody till you blue in the face what to do and ask them how to do it. It's harder to do it. So I'm here to be your accountability partner. I'm here to help you just see how possible it is to just be you. I'm here to help you see your power. I'm here to help you see and walk in your truth, because we need it. I don't give a fuck what color you are. If you white, we need you to stand up. If you fucking black, we need you to stand up. Like I said in my podcast, in the podcast that I did with a queen, if you feel like you're not racist and you don't connect with the energy of your ancestors who enslaved black people or African people or Moorish people or whatever you want to call us, if you are not your ancestors, it's time for you to shut the fuck up about whatever has happened before now and own the truths that are just the truth and move differently. It's no different for us as black people. If you are not your ancestors, and that can be in the motherfuckers that's here with you on this earth right now. I am my ancestors. I'm all of my ancestors. I'm the good and the bad of all mine, because I learned from both. See, I don't just try to connect. That shit's toxic too. Just trying to connect with one because you don't want to be honest about the toxicity of another. White people got to work on that part. We all know it's bad, the shit that y'all ancestors have done to us. But unfortunately, a lot of them was raping us too. So what that means is them motherfuckers is in our DNA as well. This is the truth. These are the truths. So now that we know, what the fuck are we going to do moving forward? That is what this is all about. How are we going to do differently with our kids? You know how many kids don't know nothing about racism? Don't let that be your kids. Don't let that be your kids. You know how many kids don't talk to their kids about sex? About like sexuality, and you got fucking, I don't know the dude name, black man, no titties, in a pregnant stomach. But y'all don't want to have these conversations with your kids. You want to send your kids to a school that's going to do what? All of this stuff that has happened while these kids have been out of school, what you think they're going to talk about when they get back to school? You got to be real with yourself and think about what you want to even be allowed in the energy field of not only you, your child, your life. What is this all about for you? I'm cool with being the last motherfucker on this earth. I ain't even gonna hold you. Because I made my mind up with the fact that I'm not about to go. I'm not complying with nothing. I've been complying my whole life. I'm not about to do it no more. And to be honest with you, the shit is too easy not to comply. To be honest, I'm not saying it's going to be an easy road, right? But what I'm saying is how easy it is to submit that religious exemption philosophical. This shit funny to me. I'm sorry. I can't say it. It's just funny. Like religious exemption and the philosophical exemption forms. It's a form. You sign it. You fill it out. You submit it. What can they say? Oh, I can't keep my job unless I get vaccinated. Just imagine, right? If everybody was like, okay, and then said, I'm not getting vaccinated though. So if you have to fire me, then go right on ahead. What are they going to do? Beat y'all? Like really? Like with all due respect, what are they going to do? See, this is what I say about them conspiracy theories too. I might have to put my phone on the charger, y'all. This is what I say about those conspiracy theories too. Everything works in a matrix. So if you think for a second that all of those videos about forcing vaccinations and all of these things, mandate, that shit was to prepare you for now. It was to scare you for now. So when now came, as like right now came, you will be so fearful of like, oh my God, what I'm going to do. That's why I say I feel like that still was a part of the plan. It's all a part of the plan. You are a part of the plan too. But you have to figure out if you're going to fuck the plan up or just comply and go with the plan. Because see, if we do not take a stand in a different direction, guess what? The plan continues. If we don't like it, why do with it? We have a choice. Do not think that the wounds from your inner child is preventing you now. No. If you have fear, that's your inner child speaking to you. I wrote this down for y'all. You already know what to do with everything that's going on. You're just afraid. Your inner child is afraid. Your shadow wants to be quiet and stand still because it's afraid of being seen. But your higher self feels confident. That's why y'all here with me. Like, we not going to keep playing these games. You understand what I'm saying? I love y'all. I'm going to be mindful. But at the end of the day, you already know why you're here. So I'm here just to remind you of what you're here for. I didn't have many friends growing up as a result. And see, that's not a bad thing, Ken, because you ain't here with us. I don't know if he's still in here. But the ones I had were the best of friends. Exactly. No Vex here. Yes. Lots of adults are uneducated. And that is okay. Yes, peace queen. It's okay for us to be uneducated, y'all, because that was a part of the system. If y'all think we out here, I can't even say this damn word that I'm trying to get y'all to do. I'm like, yo, get this form. I can't even pronounce the damn word. But my ancestors didn't speak no English. So I'm not hard on myself. I'm willing to take my son and relearn with my son the right way. Because this is how we make the change and let that shit last for generations. I want to add that too. Your healing is so much further than this part right now. Your healing, we're going to be healing for fucking probably thousands, like maybe 1,000, 2,000, if not more years, y'all. So when I say we are the generational cycle breakers, that's what I mean. You got to take a stand in your life and be, like I said in the past, that domino that just stand there. All of the dominoes falling on you, right? Move up a little bit and let them fall. Wait by the wayside, right? And then take all them dominoes, all of the wisdom that you gain from those dominoes, and line them bitches up in the front and let them fall the way they're supposed to fall. Let them go towards that path that they're supposed to go. But you want to have to make a stand. I do not know what that means for y'all individually. You know what that means. You got to make a stand. Don't go fighting the fucking enemy. You your own enemy right now. The only person you need to worry about fighting is you. The only person you need to worry about fighting is you. Fight your demons. Fight your shadow. Fight your fears. Walk in your purpose. Stop fighting battles that are not yours to fight. Everybody got to fight their own demons. If somebody feel like they want to get that vaccine, that is their business. That means that they're operating at a level of fear that you do not comprehend. Why leave yourself there? Next thing you know, they're going to have you fucking thinking like, maybe I should. Because I do want, no. Buy some seeds. Plant some seeds. Watch them grow. Be reminded of the power within ourselves. All you need to survive, write that shit down. How can I create these things so I do not have to rely on this system? Write that shit down. Create a plan. Hold on, y'all. I got to put my charger on. Hold up. I ain't leaving, y'all. Shit. Wait a minute. Sorry. Hold on, y'all. I ain't leaving y'all because I was dedicated to be on here tonight. And we got parallel lines in this joint right now. One represents parallel lines. Have y'all been seeing numbers? Can y'all hear me still? Can y'all send some hearts if y'all can still hear me? Because I had to take my speaker My headphones out. Can you hear me? Can y'all send me some likes or something if y'all can hear me? Some thumbs up. I don't think y'all can hear me. Forgiveness. I got really. Okay, y'all can hear me. Y'all can hear me. Okay. Yes. Oh, thank you. All right, I gotta hate these comments up if I finish talking my shit. All right, y'all can hear me. Let me check y'all comments out and then I'm gonna get that started. Let's see. Yes, lots of adults are uneducated. Yes, fix. I don't want to talk to my mom. You don't have to. You do not have to. Listen, don't get me started. I'm going to have topics on here for days, y'all. When I say I was called to present all of my wisdom to you so you can make conscious, level-headed, self-aware decisions that better you and better your life, better your future. That's what I'm here for. So that's why I said send me DMs for specific topics. Because I was about to go in on that. I don't want to talk to my mom. But I'm going to remember that. And I'm going to come back to that on a whole nother topic. Because I'm going to help y'all unpack y'all shit. Okay. I'm here to help you unpack so you can catch your flight. Okay. Your wings is ready. Okay. Men and women. It don't matter. They got male butterflies and they got women butterflies. You understand what I'm saying? I'm here to help you catch your flight. I'm here to help you unpack and see what you do no longer need. I'm here to help you declutter from the dumb shit so you can focus on the real stuff that's attached to your soul purpose of love and spreading love and being still and being you. That's why I'm here, right? And that's why I said to y'all, I'm going to be on here a lot of times at nighttime because I know a lot of us can't sleep at night, to be honest. Like when you're going through those changes, you be up all night trying to figure out what the fuck I'm going to do. So I get it. And that's why I said I'm going here. He said, what are you? I'm here. I'm here. Okay. My skin dark. I'm so far past the labels of it all because like I said, I'm educated on how over time, right? If you study, when you go, because you're going to study, like you're going to be, in order to know who you are, you have to study where you come from. That goes for my white followers and that goes for my black followers and all of those that we love that's in between, right? You have to figure out the best that you can where you from based on the knowledge that you have. I'm not saying go get them niggas your saliva or your blood for them to tell you where they stole you from or where. Nah, I ain't saying do that. I'm saying educate yourself, read books, listen to whatever you can listen to that can educate you. Watch the right movies that can educate you on the idea of what you come from, right? So I say that because I'm responding to the comment when they said, what are you? I'm not sure. I think it's a king. Yeah, Black Power. Said, what are you? I am educated on the fact that they have been changing the way that dark people, black people, African people, Moorish people, they've changed the names for the same damn skin tone. I just need y'all to sit with that for a second. So when I said this about dividing and conquering, a lot of our black people can't come together because we all separated by all of the labels that they have called us throughout history. Sit with that. The Moors are doing their own thing now. Modern day. The Black Power people doing their own thing. Conscious community, right? The spiritual people doing it. We're separated by labels. What are we doing though? I need you to get out of all of that. Because we can come together and relabel ourselves on the other side of this shit. That shit don't matter. Y'all see, well, y'all, I'm red right now. But I'm dark. You see my profile picture. I'm a queen. I'm a dark queen. Period. What people label me as, that's their business. That's not mine. I know who I am. That's all I'm here to be. Me. You can see who I am. We know who was here first, with all due respect. You can actually look that up. So that is where we're connecting to. And then while I'm on that, black people, we cannot ask or demand reparations when we don't even know what the fuck we called. They're calling us everything other than what we originally were. That's what I would say I am. The aboriginal. The indigenous people. The people of the land. That's what I am. I'm connected to those people. We have to connect to our nationality of the earth. Like, we have to understand that we come from this earth and that we were here first. And then we have to accept all of these labels that they've given to us. Me personally. I'm going to speak for myself. I'm sorry, y'all. I accept all titles. Aboriginal, Indigenous, Native American, Black and Indian. Because I'm all of these things. You understand what I'm saying? Black power, nigga. We be niggas sometimes. Come on with that shit. Like, they forced us to fall into every single category that they labeled us as any damn way. So we have to realize that we are the all. Because all of those people that I named, do they not look like us? Do they not have the same color? That's like white people saying, well, I ain't white, I'm Italian. Or I ain't this, I'm like, dude, what y'all people do? That's what we need to worry about. Good or bad, what did your people do? So we have to educate ourselves and get to the most common root as possible. Because if we can't get to the most common root, the most common denominator of us, we won't be able to get shit. And whether that be willingly or unwillingly, meaning if they give it to us or whether we got to take it. Because we're not even in a position to take it, or we would have been able to take it by now. But we so divided by what we are and what we not that we missing the message. You understand what I'm saying? This is about healing, moving forward, creating from within. So then we know who's still standing. It's obvious who we are, y'all. We not even black people should not even be in existence at this particular point in time. So if you are a black in particular, African, any of those things, you need to be looking in the fucking mirror tonight and saying, God damn, thank you, my ancestors. How am I still here? That's why I say warriors. That's why I say gods and goddesses of this here earth. I'm not sure if y'all got a chance to check out that podcast, but it's a movie called Out of the Darkness that I suggest all y'all go watch. It's on Tubi. It's for free. It got commercials, but it's called Out of the Darkness, and it breaks down where God, the term God came from. The term God didn't come from us. Half of our people didn't even speak English. They didn't speak English. That's their language. They forced us to take their language, which is why a lot of us can't even express ourselves. Y'all done seen me stumble over these damn words how many times? This was done on purpose. How many of us talk and jumble up their words and talk in slang and all of these things, right? So these are the things that you have to keep in mind when it comes down to healing, because you have to reprogram your mind. Understand we're in the matrix. If you got to watch that movie, watch it again. But understand that we're being controlled. In order to stop that control, you have to identify with yourself, not what the world told you are. Identify with yourself and lead with that, and then break down all of the divide. Y'all see, I'm openly talking about, I got all kinds of followers, y'all. I'm not going to turn my path away because I got white followers. That's stupid. That don't make no sense. Then I'm no ignorant than what we want to believe that they are. Our people are not like that. If you think that your ancestors hated white people, you might want to do more history. You might want to do more research. We are a loving people. We were taught how to hate and rape and do all of these things. We have to come back to realizing who we are. You here for a reason. Y'all in this live with me for a reason. Y'all ain't clicked off yet for a reason. I've been on here for 2 hours now. Why you here? You know why you here. You have to stand in that power and be the change you want to see. Speak up. Speak up. Even if it's just to you. Even if it's just to me. But speak. Speak to somebody yourself, though. Speak in the mirror. Speak on your phone. Record yourself. I'm going to get into that, too. She said, say it again. Forgiveness doesn't mean reconnection. Exactly. Forgiveness is about you. It's not about them. You don't need the people that hurt you to heal. You don't need you don't need nothing from your past in order to heal except for your consciousness. The only thing you need to really, really take with you on this journey is your consciousness. That's your discernment. That's where your intuition coming through. That's all you need. That's really all you need. Social media isn't really a bad thing. Exactly, King. I was saying the same exact thing. Whether or not poison into your mind is entirely your own choice. You can filter what you consume. Exactly. See, that's what I'm saying. We have to be honest about the fact that we're attracted to these things. When you're not being honest about the fact that you're attracted to it, you can't even be honest about the why. Why am I attracted to this? Because we're hurting. We're hurting. I've been healing for the last couple years, and I'm still like, we're hurting, because I can feel your pain. So for me, people are like, how did you go back? Why you ain't just keep going forward? Why you go back to help people heal? Because I was there. I know how it felt, and I had no support, and feel like your fucking world coming down and you don't know what to do. So it's like we have to remember who we are and be reminded every day that we have a choice. You got a choice every single day. You got a choice tonight on your attitude before you go to sleep. When you wake up tomorrow, you have a choice on the first thing that's going to cross your mind. Are you going to think about the things that piss you off today? Or are you going to think about how tomorrow can be a better day where nothing can make you upset? That's why I say have a great day on purpose. Live in your purpose. Wake up tomorrow and say, I'm going to have a good day. I had to do this shit, yo. I still do it. Faithfully. But I say I'm going to have a good day today. And that means nobody going to fuck that up. So if you're fucking up that energy, I'm not about to be bothered with this. I'm going to go that way. And when you keep going that way and going that way and going that way, you'll start to notice a common denominator. Who are the people that you got to keep going that way, going that? You see what I'm saying? It'll all continue to show itself if you sit back and pay attention and watch. Don't say nothing. Talk to your goddamn self. I can't say that enough. Talk to you. Listen to you. Feel you. Explain to you. Nobody else. Nobody else. Instagram, social media, the real world, all of this shit is what you make it, to be honest. You have a choice on how you look at it. Like I said, I don't look at my world as coming down. I don't look at it that way. I look at that world as coming down. I look at my world as starting. Someone else's end is someone else's beginning. You have that choice. Organize, organize, organize. Exactly. We are with you. Thank you. Nope. Thank you. Thank you. You helped me so much. Oh, I'm so happy. That's all I wanted. Oh, thank you. I was like, I don't know why I'm on here. I'm not complaining with nothing. Yes, I'm Mexican. Okay. Hey, Mexican. That's what I'm saying. You never know who in here. Exactly. All my ancestors were slaves and enslaved others. Exactly. And that's the truth about it all, because one way or another, we've done these things to each other, no matter how you want to look at it. Even us hating white people right now is literally doing the same thing that they've already done to us. So you have to ask yourself, where are you different? And where would you make that change? And how would you make that change? Like I said, if you're not racist, how does that show up in your life? How do you actually prove that you're racist without saying, I got a black friend? Because you might have the worst damn black friend ever. And black people know what I mean by that, because we know all skin folks ain't kin folks. So having a black friend don't actually mean anything. It doesn't. Because a lot of our people are not our people, with all due respect, because they're more worried about making you happy, white people, than they are about connecting with us. So stop thinking because you have one black friend that means you understand all black people. If your black friend ain't no real black friend, you ain't got no real black friend. You have a black friend who wants to be more white than they want to accept the fact that they're black. Do not allow someone's skin to make you think that they real. That ain't it, y'all. That ain't it. That is not it. That is not it. I had white people supporting me when black people wasn't. Secretly. In my DMs, like, yo, listen, keep going. So I can't shit on no other colors, because I have too many diversity here. I'm diverse. I'm flexible. You seen the queen said, listen, thank you for not judging me for being homosexual. I don't care. That's your business. What you do in the privacy of your own bedroom is your business. When it affects the world is when it becomes our business. Like I said, that's when you need to be speaking up. Like, all right now, we don't need to be forcing shit on nobody in no way, shape, or form. What else we got in here? All my ancestors. Thank y'all for engaging with me and sticking it out and all of that stuff. Because I didn't know I was going to be on here this long, to be honest. It's a condition of the human heart. We are all equally capable of evil and love. Exactly, King. Exactly. Exactly. These folks running for the vet and for the vet because they scared. They scared. Yes, word and yes, shape up. Thank you. God. Hey, queens. Hey, kings. Look at the beautiful crown. Oh, thank you. I'm saying it 10 toes down. Come on. Like 10 toes down, 10 fingers up. And not no hands up, but like give it to God. Like give it to the Most High. When I say God, that's what I mean. I mean our source creator. I'm going to continue to say God, because I know that there are brothers and sisters from all different walks of life who are still coming to consciousness. So I still use these terms. Like I said, I'm not going to stop saying I'm black just because it's a color. I know my deeper meaning outside of the color, you know, the way that they're trying to separate us. I know that. But in order for me to connect with my black people, I need to say I'm black. I need to be able to lead with that. I don't want to say, oh, you saying that you saying you black, you ain't black because you saying you black. You don't understand. You ain't educated. We got to stop with that. If you feel like somebody's not educated, educate them. And then educate yourself on your own ignorance. Check your own privilege. If you're educated and you know so much, it is your duty to now teach. It is not your duty to belittle the same people that you're pretending to help. I cannot say that shit enough. I'm so tired of that. Because I've watched for the last 2 years or so many people say that they're here to help people. Whether they was helping them with a business, whether they was helping them heal, whether they was helping them on a job. It don't matter. Help them in so many ways, and it's not helpful. It's actually just triggering as fuck. It's just ignorant and just mean and just not mindful. If everyone is so conscious, then how are you not able to help someone else awaken? How are you not able to expand someone else's consciousness? I can't turn your third eye on, but I can be conscious as hell with my own wholeness, where it would activate parts in you because you're being woke to new information. So versus like insulting people for what they're not, how about showing them through your own experience, through your own actions, through your own words? Because you can't say you conscious and you spiritual and, like, again, the cussing ain't the issue. You got people that curse your life saying, I wish you this. That's a curse word. People so focused on how things look that you missing the message. Oh, she cussing. I don't want to hear that. But you got how many pastors and preachers that don't say no cuss words but ain't helped you? You have to be honest about these things. 10 toes down, yes, every day feels crazy. Yes, it is. It is. The awakening is very crazy because your whole world is being contradicted at one time, right? Because I said you have to be present. So when you're being present, it's hard. That's why I said we gotta be honest with this shit. Just call it out. That's why I said identify. Come out of denial. What the fuck is the problem? Every day is crazy. That's identifying. But I know this is the awakening. That's accepting right there. So now that we've identified and we've accepted, how can we reprogram so we can live in our truth? How can we reprogram where we can create from that pain? That is what this is about. So find that balance within yourself based on what you already know. You know enough. That's why I was like, am I supposed to suggest books? Like talking to my spirit, like, am I supposed to do this? Spirit says show up. Just show up and you're going to know what to do next. We have to be comfortable with the unknown, not knowing what's coming, but just knowing that it's going to be all right. Look how far you've come. You've already come so far. Why would you give up now? With all due respect, why now? Why now to give up? Because you don't got no support? Because people don't think like you? Because people can't see where you coming from? Because people can't hear you, right? They can't see you. They not listening. It's the same way I felt. They not hearing me now. And they still physically alive. You have to make decisions for you. She said, we hear you, sis. Yes, yes, you're good. Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you. If unbags, please make sure we are taking zinc, vitamin D, black seed oil, and steam your face daily so we can stay healthy. Exactly. Guess what? All these prescriptions and stuff ain't nothing but like herbs and nature combined with man-made chemicals. So you have to detox all of that dumb shit out your body. I'm not going to get on here and preach to y'all how to eat and all that because this world is coming down. So at the end of the day, we're going to have to transition food regardless. You're going to have to grow your own food at some point in time, depending on how they do these markets and stuff. We don't know what's going to come. You understand what I'm saying? We don't know how this is going down. Like I said, I personally feel as though it's just a bunch of fear to make us comply. And I don't think we'll be able to know what's coming until we see what everybody going to do. This is the crunch time now, to be honest. So you got to do what you got to do to make yourself more healthy moving forward. And then be mindful of how you detox because you don't want to weaken your immune system in the midst of detoxing, in the midst of this, whatever the fuck going on. You got to be mindful with your frequency, your energy, even in terms of purging, right? Because even if you over detox, guess what? That's still fear, right? You know what I'm saying? You don't want to do that. You want to come to a place within yourself where you're like, okay, I'm going to do this because of this. The best vitamin D is sun. Like, nature is really your best solution. Like I said, earth, wind, and fire, and air. I said air already. Earth. I said earth, wind, and fire. Earth, air. I'm getting, it's definitely late, y'all, where I'm at. So forgive me. It's 1 a.m. Earth, wind, fire. I always do this. I always forget one. I always forget one. Let me, my sleepy ass. Yeah, take care of yourself with nutrition, not science experiments. Exactly. Mental separation. Yes. Yes. All right. So look, I forgot. Let me write that daggone element down so I can get regroup, y'all. Hold on. Give me 1 minute so I can kind of pull this all back in. Because I know I said a lot. I'm going to save this video so y'all can come back. I will be going live way more. Please send me DMs with specific topics if you want me to talk about a specific topic. This live was all over the place because it was a lot of messages that I needed to get out. You know what I mean? So moving forward, everything will be a lot more organized on my point. So I will be on here talking about very specific topics. And then when I do list the topic that we're talking about, it will stay on that topic. I will not allow it to go outside of that topic. So I can be able to post it, say this is what this is about, and then that just be what that is, right? So as a reminder, I'm going to go back to what I already said and what I wanted to say originally when I took notes and stuff, right? So remember that you have the right, you have the choice to make better decisions for you and your family, whether that be the family that you have now or the family that you want to create, right? The religious and philosophical exemption forms are not only for your job, but also for your schools. The schools, you can look up private tutoring where you will be the only supervisor over your child. The only other thing you would have to do is get an evaluator to say that you're not teaching your child garbage, which, to be honest with you, the garbage is being taught to them in the school. So as long as you're teaching them and helping them unlearn and relearn the bullshit that they learned in school and keeping them up on the intellectual level that they're supposed to be at that time frame or whatever the case may be, you can get an evaluation from another person that you know as a teacher. You need, this is where our degrees and stuff come in, right? All these degrees. I got a degree. Call them up. Listen, you got a degree, right? I need you to evaluate my son or my daughter so I can send off to the school real quick. It's a button, y'all. It's a button. They hit me right back. I'm like, damn, ain't nobody else doing homeschool? Cause they hit me back so fast. I couldn't believe that it was that easy. They not going to fight for you to keep your kid in the school. They want to fight for you to get that back so you can keep that job, because then if you keep your job, you're going to send your kid to school. And that's not to say that you have to become an entrepreneur either. You can actually probably find a job that just don't require a goddamn vaccine. If you think everybody's going to do that, you tripping. That's more so going to hit people who, to be honest with you, was where I was. Probably got the best job they ever had in their whole life. It's going to hit those people the most. You might be a nurse. You might be a doctor. You might be a lawyer. You might be working for the government. You might have a very, very serious job. Those are the ones that's going to hit the most. But if you don't have one of those serious jobs, this is the time to not be upset about that. This is the time to realize that you have nothing but opportunities now. It's going to be harder for those people who have worked so hard to aesthetically look like they have it together. This is going to hurt those people the most. Because that's what it was for me. Aesthetically, I had everything going on. I had the house, I had the car, I had the government job, I had the benefits. You know what I mean? I was doing shit. I had my car, I had my house, 3-bedroom house, y'all, 2-car garage. Living in a pretty decent neighborhood. But I was scared to go outside. Make it make sense. Why? Because I knew my baby dad wanted to kill me. Like, come on. It's levels to this shit. So like I said, these exemption forms and these philosophical forms are to not only exempt you from your job, remind your job, and ask them who is liable, and make them give it to you in writing. Everybody got a job. Everybody's job has standard operating procedures. Ask them where in the job description does it say that I had to do this. I did not sign up for this. I did not know. You know what I'm saying? Stand up for yourself. Even they say speak even when your voice shake. Ask them to show you so you can have your own copies. Get a flash drive. Keep notes of all of the dumb shit that's going on for you. I thought I was keeping notes to go sue my job later. I didn't. I said God gonna work on them, and I'm telling y'all, oh, God worked on everybody that fucked me over. God is working on them. People who still throwing shade my way, oh, trust me, God is working on them. It's not up to us. You need to move out the way of other people's karma, whether that be your family, your friends, your co-workers. It don't matter. Move your ass out of their karma and make decisions best for you. So you ask them at your job, where is this in writing? I need someone to sign off saying that if I take this and this go wrong, you gonna make sure my kids good. You gonna make sure I'm good in my house. You gonna make sure my bills. Make sure I'm gonna be good if I take this and keep this job. Because guess what? What happens if you have that job, you take that vaccine, right? And then you get sick. Do you not think they're gonna replace you? You get sick and you can't work no more. That's what happened to me. You know how many times they was trying to get me to just quit on my own because they ain't really want to make. They wanted to force me to quit without actually firing me. You want them to fire you. Let them fire you. Because then you got a whole unemployment thing. So you want to do everything you can to allow this time to work for you. Make them fire you. You don't got to quit, but ask them to give you, if they give y'all an ultimatum of what you have to do. I'm sorry, y'all, my feet going on. If they give you a ultimatum of what you have to do, make them give it to you in writing. And then you tell them, make sure it covers my kids. Make sure, and watch how many of them start backing down. Because like I said, this is all about fear mongering. It's to push you into fear, to make you make permanent decisions based on temporary emotions. But the emotions that are temporary are the fear ones, the lower vibrational ones, the guilt, the shame, the denial, the doubt. The doubt is probably the biggest one that you're going to feel right now. You're going to doubt that you can do it. You're going to doubt like, nah, I don't know what the fuck I'm going to do. I fought so hard to get this job. All that energy, keep it real, let it come up, be honest. But then realize that you did get the job when you thought that you couldn't. So why do you think that you won't be able to move forward now? You already did things that you thought that you would never be able to do. So why is now any different? Because they said it is? That's not how this works, y'all. It don't work like that. It don't work like that. We've been trying so hard to get what up though, queen? Like, we've been doing everything in our power to try to get everybody on the same type time, right? So how is it that when these type of things happen, it's like, oh, this one size fit all. But then before this, we couldn't get them to bring attention to black issues. We couldn't get them to do certain things, right? So why is it now it's all this collective energy? Use all of your information to your advantage. Take a deep breath before you speak. Take your time when you speak. If you gotta go in the bathroom and cry before or after, this goes for my kings and my queens. It don't matter, y'all. This battle is hard. This battle is hard, but it don't mean that you're not gonna be able to get through it. That's why I said you are a warrior. You are a god. You are a goddess in physical manifested form already. You have to remember who you are. You gotta remember who you are and why. How? What made you so resilient? That is what you gotta tap into. How are you able to bounce back? That is what you have to tap into. So, like I said, the religious exemption and philosophical exemption forms, not only for you, definitely for you and your children in school and work, whatever you're facing in that world, these forms will stop you from being able to get that vaccine. That's why I keep repeating it, because it will stop you if that applies to your state. If it doesn't apply to your state, has Spirit been telling you to move? What you waiting for? You gotta do is move right next door. Because I'm sure the ones that don't take it, the state right over in certain directions, accept it. So that means you got to, good night, queen. Good night, y'all who leaving. I've got to go to bed, y'all. Good night. Good night. Stay blessed. I'm actually going to wrap this up. So if y'all want, y'all can come back tomorrow and catch the last little glimpse. Because it's definitely 1 a.m. where I'm at. So I'm going to be getting off here myself as well. But it's too many of y'all staying here for me not to be able to finish out what I was saying. But like I said, those forms will protect you. They will protect your child. Look them up, print them out, fill them out. Waive the form. Even with the children, they'll ask you to get show them proof that they've been vaccinated, and they'll ask you to show them proof of their like dental records and stuff like that. You don't have to, oh, she said I'm leaving. I ain't leaving, I'm moving. I'm sorry, y'all. The forms, they're gonna ask you about the dental records and physical records or stuff like that, and they're going to ask you about, this is for homeschooling, private schooling, they're going to also ask you about proof that that your children have already been vaccinated. And this is the thing, I'm going to be honest with y'all. My son hasn't gotten vaccinated since he was a baby. But when he was a baby, he did get certain vaccines, right? I wasn't even woke then. I was definitely just numb as fuck trying to get through life. But I had vaccines too, but I won't be getting no more because I feel like the vaccines also played a role in Peace King. I think that those vaccines also played a role in the medical conditions that I also told you about in the beginning of this live, right? So the exemption forms that I said, the religious and philosophical exemption forms, will also apply when they ask you to night goddess, night queens, night kings, night gods. I'll talk to y'all soon. See y'all soon. Those forms will also protect your children. Those forms will actually waive the things that they're requesting for you to give them when it comes down to proving that your child has already been vaccinated before now, or proving that your child has like certain dental records and stuff. Those same forms will actually help you when you go to submit those private tutoring paperworks. So you can present the original private tutoring form, and you can also present the exemption forms with those, and that will actually shut all of that right out. So I'm gonna just say this, and I'm gonna close this one out because I'm getting tired too, y'all. Consciousness is the new weird. So I wanted you to remember that, because that's all it was talking about in this, was just being conscious. Consciousness is gonna be the new weirdo. So you have to be willing to be okay with that, because people will think you weird, and that's fine. But you have to continue to honor yourself, honor your truth, honor what it is that you're here to do. You understand what I'm saying? Find your purpose, find your passion, and stick to that. Master yourself in whatever area that means for you. Okay? Master it. Study it. Enforce what you already know within yourself. Because a lot of the times we already be knowing how to do it, but we're looking outside the world to make sense of it. That's why I said trauma interferes with your ability to express yourself. So when you are honest about what you can express, it makes more sense for what you can, if that makes more sense. And now I also wrote down that it's not about saving anybody. It's about you saving yourself. You are your own savior. And if you don't believe that you are your own savior, you got to think about the fact that you think that you can save everybody else. You understand what I'm saying? So that's how you already know that that savior is inside of you, because it makes you feel like you're capable of saving someone else. So realize that you can't save nobody else. You can't force nobody else. All you can do is be a better you and lead with the love and enlightenment that you have, and be your own savior. So people look at you later like, how are you still making it through all of this? You want them to be looking at you saying, how the hell is she still making it? Why is she so calm with all of the fucking world coming in? That's when you know you your own savior. You understand what I'm saying? I realized that I was my own savior when I was looking for the world to help me, and I realized that it wasn't. You understand what I'm saying? So that's why I say, remember that you're your own savior. If you think you can save others, you must first save yourself. Like I said, focus on the now. Be present in the now, okay? Be present as much as you can in every single moment. Take care of your body, take care of your mind, and connect with your spirit. Connect with your intuition. Connect with your soul. Connect with your feelings. Honor your feelings. Don't share them with nobody else, yo. I'm not being mean when I'm telling you not to vent to people. Just vent to you. Because at this point in time, you need to hear you the loudest. You need to be able to hear you more than anybody else. So it's not about what they think. It's not about how they feel. It's not about none of that. It's about how you feel. So honor your feelings. Listen to your intuition. I said this earlier, but I'm going to say it again. You already know what to do with everything that's going on, and you're just afraid. Your inner child is afraid. Your shadow wants to be quiet and comply because it's afraid. Your inner child is afraid because it don't want to go through the same things that it already went through in the past. It wants to go through something different. So give your all of you, your whole you, your inner child, your shadow self, and your higher self is all one person, but it's broken up with our emotions, if that makes sense. And I'll touch topics on that. Like I said, this live was just a recap, a reintroduction, kind of like a let's start over type thing. You know what I mean? But moving forward, like I said, I am a healer. I help you heal yourself. based on the fact that I was able to heal myself. So I give you all of the wisdom that I learned from my pain. So therefore, you know how to flip your pain around and turn it into your power moving forward. So you don't feel so doubtful. You don't feel so afraid anymore because someone else is doing it. Someone else has done it. And like I said, I built this whole platform for free without charging nobody nothing. All I need to do is show up and be real. At this point in life, we need people to be real. Be real and just start wherever you are. Yes, your higher self feels confident. That's another thing that I said. I said permanent decisions, go on temporary emotions. How you deliver and show up is none of their business. That's exactly what I wrote down. So I already talked about these things. Anything distracting and negative is a problem. Talked about that too. The future is protected. I need you to understand that. I don't know why, but I was told to say that to y'all. The future is protected. The love is transitioning from pain into power. Go with the flow. I wrote that down too. Let go of unnecessary resistance and control, because the future is pure. The future is pure. It's pure. It's pure because it's a rebirth. It's pure because it's a restart. You understand what I'm saying? And yeah, I got that. The future is pure and gold. Follow your dreams and put your plans into action. Prepare and maintain inner control. Figure out what you need to do to stay grounded. Figure out what you need to do to stay grounded. And that is what you learn how to maintain. What can I do to maintain this? Become a minimalist. Declutter your closets. Declutter your life. Declutter your phones. Declutter your timeline. Purge out the energy, y'all. Whether that energy is inside of you or whether that energy is around you, or what actually is all of the above, to be honest. Because when it's around you, it starts coming inside of you too. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to try to come back on here tomorrow night. I got a busy day tomorrow. But I needed to be on here with y'all tonight. Like I said, I'm sorry that I ran. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry, to be honest, that I went on for so long, because the people that stayed proved that I needed to be here tonight. So you can definitely look for more live from me and by myself, because I'm here to help y'all get up out of this shit. I'm here to help you make sense of it. So again, I thank you so much for coming here and staying here with me for this long. I thank you for healing. I thank you for tapping into yourself. I thank you for believing in yourself. I thank you for trusting in the process and just seeing where it leads you. You understand what I'm saying? If you have something specific that you want me to talk about, please send it to me. I'm going to be doing so many things over the next couple months. A lot of things for free. Some things will be charged, because I'm going to be getting deeper with people one-on-one. That's the only thing I'm going to make y'all pay for. If I got to talk to you on a one-on-one, like helping you unpack your shit individual, that's the only thing I'm going to be charging you for. But if you can gain this healing on a collective level, then by all means, do your thing. Do your thing. If you can take your healing, because people have done it. I can give you testimonies from other people who have already gotten out of their own way based on the free content that I've already provided. Because I know goddamn well I can't help I can't help the 7 billion people that's on this earth heal. I'm okay with doing it in a group setting, so those who need to receive the message can take the message that they need and continue on their path. And then those who are my people, who are for me to actually help heal, that is where the money will come in. But other than that, y'all submit topics and I will open up the best way that I can from my own experience, from my own transparency, to get these emotions out. We're here to unpack. We are here to unpack. On Royal Queen Reflections, we are here to unpack our pain so we can turn it into power. Okay, the pain comes from our inner child. Your inner child is a manifested version of your ancestral DNA, like whatever you want to call it. You understand what I'm saying? But your inner child wounds are directly connected to your ancestral lineage, I guess you can say. So we're here to heal from the generations of the past. We're here to heal for the generations of the past. We're here to break the cycle. We're here to be the generational cycle breakers, no matter what age you are in, it don't matter. Guess what? In the new world, we need every single age group. We need every single perspective. We need every single perception. If we're going to build the world that's no longer going to enslave no kind of people, we got to be honest about all of the things that forced us to feel enslaved right here, right now. So write all of these things down. I'm going to always give y'all homework. I'm going to always give you homework to do with you. Okay? I love y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all. Why do I say that? Why do I say that? I don't even know y'all, right? Because I was never told that I was loved growing up. That's why I say much love, much love, much love, much love, much love. I was never told I was loved growing up, and I knew what that meant to me. I knew how that hurt me so deeply. So that is why I say I love y'all, because I do. I do. Because the fact that you made it so far, how could I not love you? You got to be a strong individual to have made it through the shitstorm of this world. You understand what I'm saying? So again, I'm gonna close it out. I'm gonna let y'all go, because y'all gonna learn. Y'all probably learned tonight. I done did 2 lives. 2 hours and 30 minutes now. So talking is my thing. That's what I'm here for. I love y'all. Okay. Before you go to sleep tonight, make sure that you look in the mirror and just appreciate yourself. Just appreciate yourself for a second. Just look at how far you've come. And think about how far you still want to go. Not have to go, but how far you want to go. And then make a conscious decision tonight to wake up tomorrow and be different. And every time you wake up, you do the same thing. Every time you go to sleep, you do the same thing. Express gratitude. I got something else for y'all too. Hold up. Take care of your needs. Love and let yourself be loved. Remember that you are not alone. Even when you think that you're alone, you're not alone. You ain't alone. You are not alone. And I ain't saying that just creep y'all out. But when I say we got spiritual ancestors and teams that be by us that we don't even pay attention to, just know we gonna unpack that too. Okay, see what I'm saying? You are not alone. Be more open to healing. You want to heal. If you don't want to be a part of that world, you have to heal. You have to heal. If you don't heal, you'll be narcissistic. You'll imprint nothing but insecurities onto other people, and you will be just as toxic as anyone who has already harmed you. You are not them. You are not them. You are not them. You do not have to be them. So do not accept that. You don't have to accept that. Heal from your pain and be better. That's the best revenge that you can ever give to anybody. To be better. To be better. To be better. Just be better. Surround yourself with protective and positive energy. No matter what. Positivity, positive energy. If you're not helping me, you're hurting me. Feel that shit in your soul. Feel that in your soul. And embrace the energy of peace. Take care of your needs. Remember that this is spiritual growth. We are here to understand our spirit. We're here to live the purpose that connects love with our soul. So ask yourself what that means for you. And then work on that every day. Put all of that toxic energy focusing on that, if that makes more sense. Focus on your future. Create for your future. Create from your past, but the lessons from your past, the wisdom from your past. Let all of the other stuff go. Take the lessons, accept the emotions, and put the emotions back in place. Because I'm telling y'all, this shit get deep. Y'all see I'm able to talk about this because it gets so much deeper than this. So much deeper. I'm going to be breaking down with y'all how to actually realign your energies within so you don't have no backaches and headaches and all of that. I'm going to help y'all with all of this. Y'all got to bear with me, right? Take charge, take action, do the work, and trust in divine timing. Be more accepting to yourself. Be more accepting to yourself. Just accept you. Just accept you for whoever you feel like you are right now. Just accept it. And figure out how you can reprogram who you are to become better. You should want to be better. Our ancestors wanted to be better. That's why they endured the things that they endured for us. Because they knew eventually they would manifest us. And they did. And we stronger than they were able to be. So we have to take this strength and use it in the right way. Stop worrying. 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 Tell yourself, I am whole. For every trigger that you have, flip it. And every negative trigger that you have, flip it into a positive affirmation. If you feel like you're not enough, say I am enough. If you feel like you're broken, say I am whole. You understand what I'm saying? You want everything is opposite. So if you're feeling negative, force yourself to be positive, but not fake, because toxic positivity is actually a thing. So let it be genuine, but only with you. Don't walk around and say, hey, good morning, grand risings, and you're fake as shit. No, don't do that. To yourself. To yourself. This is about self. So I'm going to wrap this up. I'm like, I still have 3 people in here with me. She ain't going nowhere. I thought you said you was leaving, Queen. And I got this chocolate sister. All my sisters in here with me. I thought y'all said y'all was leaving. I'm wrapping this up. I don't know if y'all want to say anything before I tap out. I love y'all. I thank y'all for being here with me and staying here with me and healing. Like I said, self-acceptance. Stop worrying. I am learning that worry doesn't change any outcome. Worrying don't change nothing. Work on your self-esteem. Practice gratitude. Don't be envious. Don't be envious of no one. Like I said, do not be mad at nobody because they do not have your calling. Do not be mad at nobody because they do not have your calling. Do not be mad at nobody because they do not have your calling. She said, I tried, but I keep coming back. I'm going to close it out, Queen. So loneliness is not real, y'all. You always got your spirit with you. If you lost anybody, God rest their soul, but trust me, they with you. Look at it that way. If you lost anybody in the physical world already, did you ever think that they was actually maybe leaving this world to be your guardian angel? I'm a force y'all to think about things way differently. Because when I say you got a team next to you so strong, but it can't move until you tell it to move. Your spirit guides and your ancestors, the most high, the energy of the world, the positive energy of the world will push you through all of this stuff. You have to just continue to just listen to your soul. Lead with love. When people try to throw shade at you, lead with love. People been throwing shade at me. Whoo, child. And it wasn't nothing but trying to get me to have to be here with y'all today. You understand what I'm saying? Hey, goddess. Hey, how y'all doing? Use your imagination. They have pulled us away from our ability to dream. Guess what? Your dreams. I think I'll probably do dreams tomorrow. If I don't get no DMs, I think I'm going to come back tomorrow night and I'm going to tell y'all about these dreams and how dreams actually help you heal. Okay, I'm going to come back and break that down. Because when you can understand what's actually going on with your dreams and your visions and what you're really seeing, you'll be able to move way different. So I think tomorrow, I think I'm liking that, the dream. So I'm going to show you how your imagination is actually what you're trying to manifest. When you see yourself in a big-ass house, that's you trying to manifest it. Your spirit like, you know we got a big-ass house up the hill in like 10 more years. And you're like, we do, where is that? You got to figure that out. I'm here to help you figure that out. I'm here to help you with your imagination. Your imagination is literally going to help you be more happy. It's going to help you be more healthy, right? Happiness is the key to everything. I'm going to close this out with the fact that relationships, they might not make it, y'all. They might not make it. And a lot of the times, one of the hardest parts with healing is that my heart is heavy again. Accepting that everyone can't go. It does not mean that they won't make it, but they can't go with you. You're on a different path for a reason. This path I walked alone with my son on my back. And that was all I needed. And my ancestors and my spirit guides by my side. That was all I needed. So yeah, tomorrow I'm going to talk about that. I'm going to break down also the signs to see when spirit is talking to you. When your spirit is directly talking to you. I'm going to break that down tomorrow as well. Exactly, Queen. Dreams are the spreadsheets of your life. Past, present, future. I just added to what she already said. Sacred Healing Tools. Check her out. She's so fly. So fly. Another queen. Trying to uplift her people. Trying to, do it in a way that's going to actually benefit them. She got jewelry, which is actually made of crystals and healing energy. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure she over there blessing the jewelry and some more stuff. But definitely check her out. Sacred Healing Tools. She's nice. She's beautiful. And we all are so passionate about helping our people that it gets rough
So we need to always support each other. You ain't even got to buy nothing from somebody, but just show them some love. Just show them you listening. Because a lot of times when we think people not listening to us, we want to give up. A lot of times, you know what I mean, people don't, they be listening, but quite honestly, they be ashamed or afraid to speak and say, I'm here. You know what I mean? Because you got all the ghost watches and people trying to see who doing what. I had people following me who didn't want to like my stuff simply because they knew people that knew me and they didn't want to let them know that they were liking my stuff. They didn't want to let them know that they were healing. I'm okay with that. I had to learn to be okay with that because, like I said, our people are we are all in a very tender point. So we're not going to be able to get the support in the way that we might want it, but we have to understand and understand that it is there. Even if it's just 2 people, if it's just 4 people, it's 3 people and y'all here with me now, and I ain't stopped talking yet, but I gotta stop talking because I won't stop talking. But realize that those relationships are I want to say this. The relationships are moving out of the way, right? And so now I want to leave y'all with this. The things that we do not let go of is a subconscious way in telling the Most High Source Creator, our spirit, our vessel, our energy. It's a subconscious way or unconscious way of telling shit, or even conscious way. It's a way of teaching yourself that you're satisfied with what you have. When we are afraid to let go of things, we don't have the space for new stuff to come. So then when we wonder why new stuff won't come, to be honest with you, it's a lot of the times connected to what we won't let go. I was afraid to let go of my past because I thought that my past was what was driving me forward. I thought that my past was what was triggering me into healing, which it was, but that was giving them too much credit. You see what I'm saying? That's why when I talk, I don't say no names. I just say they. I just say they because it's an energy. It is an energy. So that's how you know some people that hurt you but still kind of be helping you. It'd be like, damn, like sometimes you be there, but sometimes you don't. Like that's because God was using them in that moment to get through to you. But you got to accept that. Accept that they were used as a vessel in that moment to speak life into you. And if you never get that light from them again, that's okay. It's not about them. It was about God being able to use them in a moment to get to you. You have to look at how special you are and believe that shit. Because we all taking a path less travel. Enjoy that shit. Embrace it. And let go. So you can heal. We can't heal when we holding on. You cannot heal where you hurt. I tried it. That shit don't work. That shit do not work. You need to be isolated. You need to be by yourself. But don't think it's a bad thing. When you're alone, that's where spirit comes and talks to you. You want your spirit to talk to you. If y'all have any questions, send me a DM. Tomorrow I'm going to break down intuition, the signs. Tomorrow I'm going to talk about intuition, the signs that we see and feel and hear when spirit is talking to us. How to be able to discern between the two. I'm going to talk about that, and I'm going to talk about dreams. Okay? I'm going to talk about that tomorrow. I love y'all. Your knowledge, information is very deep. Excellent job. The ancestors are proud. Thank you, Queen. Thank you so much. And the ancestors are proud of you too. The ancestors is proud of all of us, y'all. Now, one thing my ancestors always tell me is that they sorry. They sorry for what they could not do. They sorry for what they didn't know how to do. We have to just accept it, y'all. They knew we would be strong enough to withstand this storm. We can't let them down. We can't let them down. If I was able to get through the tumors and the fibromyalgia and you gonna die and you ain't gonna be able to take care of your son or your baby dad wanna kill you and don't nobody wanna support you and your mama don't want you, your daddy don't want you. I ain't got no siblings. I'm the only child. So if anybody know what it feel like to be alone, it's me. But I always felt safe and I always feel the safest when I'm alone. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. I was afraid of being alone because I had ran away from myself for so long that I was afraid to reconnect back to myself. So I'm telling you, it's time to connect back to yourself. Go back to that shadow self that you might be ashamed of. You ain't got to say it to them, but say it to yourself about what you felt like you had to do to survive at the time. Nobody judging you but you. I believe Judgment Day is the day you look in the mirror. Because when you look in the mirror, you like, bruh, why you do that? You wasn't thinking. You was trying to survive. And that's okay. We all were. We living in a shitstorm. Okay? So look in the mirror and say, damn. I had to do this to survive. I used to do this to survive. I used to talk like this to survive. I was very defensive with people that knew me the most. Why? Because they knew me the most. How dare you talk to me like that? Why are you trying to break me? No. You should be lifting me up. Even if I'm at my darkest or my lowest. If you're not dark and low, why are you kicking me down? You understand what I'm saying? So remember, every time you see me, I'm your mirror. If you love me and you got mad love for me, I'm you. I'm you. We are each other. I only see and share with you what I see and didn't see and all of these things that I see in myself, but I see it in you. That's why I'm here. Because I'm like, no, I'm not the only one that's strong. We all strong. We wouldn't be where we at if we wasn't strong, y'all. That's just facts. They can say all the bullshit that they want, but we here for a reason. I love y'all. As y'all see, I can talk. So do not hesitate to DM me with a topic. Do not hesitate to DM me whatever the hell you want to DM me. I'm here for y'all. And I have boundaries, and we'll talk about those as well. So don't worry about overstepping. You know, be mindful of me, but don't worry about having to, like, take advantage of that. None of that stuff not finna happen. It's not. I know a lot, and I want to share it with you. That's it, okay? So I love y'all again. I thank y'all for tuning in. I thank y'all for staying here. My queens is still in here. Y'all ain't go nowhere, but I will be back. I will be back. Turn your notifications on. If you like this live, please save it. Please share it if you want to. You don't have to, but definitely save it for you if you want to come back and refer to it. Look at it as many times as you want. Any lives that were on my page and eventually I take stuff down, they will always go on my YouTube. Anything I take off of here, it goes on to my YouTube. So my YouTube is actually the same way it looks on my Instagram, Real Queen Reflections. And again, check that video out on there about goddesses and gods, because that will tie right into what we're going to be talking about tomorrow. I'll be on here late tomorrow. I'm going to try not to make it so long because I'm actually going to be going into almost 3 hours now. I'm going to do my best to try to make it not nowhere near as long. So again, I love y'all. Make sure y'all look in the mirror tonight. Make sure you look in the mirror to tomorrow. Make sure that before you go to bed, you set your intentions. When you wake up, set your intentions. What kind of day are you going to have? What kind of day are you not going to have? If you don't know where you're going, it's the opposite of where you've been. Okay? If you don't know what better is, think about what bad is. And then know that you need to make it the opposite of all of that. No problem, sis. No problem. This was great. This was great. Thank y'all for bearing with me and staying with me and rocking with me. Okay? I love y'all. I'll talk to y'all soon. I'll see y'all soon. Stay up and stay out the motherfucking way. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace, y'all. Bye-bye. No problem. Thank you.